How do you think we change the world around us?
Well, I think Jesus gives us a. He basically tells us in Matthew chapter 5, specifically 13 through 16. You are the salt of the earth, but what good is salt if it has lost its flavor? Can you make it salty again? It will be thrown out and trampled underfoot as worthless. You are the light of the world. Like a city on a hilltop that cannot be hidden, no one lights a lamp and puts it under a basket. Instead, a lamp is placed on a stand where it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your good deeds shine out for all to see, so that everyone can praise your Father in heaven. So I'll just break it down, right? Salt. What does salt do? Basically, is the first. If you have
Are we like in terms of like salt and salt water, or
salt in what they would have used it for.
so like in like garnishing meat,
Yeah. So preserving,
preserving meat?
that's one of the main factors they would have used salt for. This is what Jesus was saying: is we preserve what is good, but there's also something else salt does. Most Christians don't realize this, but they would have understood it completely. Is before this, the salt wars happened. Which, if you don't know what that was, is basically you would throw salt on your enemy's fields, and because of the salt, nothing would be able to grow ever again.
Gotcha.
So salt preserves, but it also prevents.
Yeah.
And so I believe that's gives a pure example. What Christians are supposed to do is preserve what is godly, prevent what is ungodly.
Absolutely.
Right. And then he goes on, you are the light of the world, like a city on a hilltop that cannot be hidden. No one lights a lamp and puts it under a basket. Instead, a lamp is placed on a stand where it gives light to everyone in the house. Is we're supposed to shine. Jesus says, just let your good deeds shine for everyone so they can praise God. But we're supposed to be the light of the world.
Yeah.
Like, we're all like, oh, Jesus, it's all about Jesus. It's all about Jesus. Jesus says we are the light of the world. We're the ones who change for good, right? All these bad things that are happening, the reason they haven't happened until now is because before Christians were preventing this stuff from happening. Once Christians stop trying to prevent what's happening, all this bad stuff starts happening because we're not there to protect
Yeah.
it, right? A lot of Christians don't uh, preach on this is because it's like, oh, this seems self-centered. Like it's not about us. We're not the superheroes. Like it's
Yeah.
all Jesus. We're God's children.
Yeah.
We're like his heirs to the throne. We're supposed to be representing him. Christ literally means little Christ.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Christian.
And God uses
Uh-huh.
people all throughout the Bible and in modern time too to
Yeah, yeah.
be able to like we had talked earlier about like how we have impact in people's
Yeah.
lives. Like
Mhm.
it might not be on the scale of like Moses delivering the Israelites from Egypt,
Uh-huh.
but in our day-to-day lives, like we have influence on those around us.
Yeah.
And God calls us to like you said to be the light.
Yeah.
And as such, like that is basically our role in this
Mhm.
is to by being the light and being the example, we are
Mhm.
to lead people to
Yeah.
the light.
Like back to the question, how do you change the world? Jesus says, go fish for men. We're supposed to be examples for literally everyone else around us.
Absolutely.
Be the light to someone. Everyone else is living in darkness, right? They're walking around depressed, right? You mentioned a story about how your friend wanted to kill himself, right? And what were you? You were the light of the world. You showed him the light when there was no, when he was surrounded by darkness.
Absolutely.
And this is what Christians are called to do. This is how we change the world. Is one person at a time, showing everyone the light of God.
Absolutely.
Right? Paul was shipwrecked, wrecked. Everyone on the island was in darkness. Paul's like, "Let me show you the light."
Yeah.
Right? Anywhere there is darkness, we're the bringers of light. We bring light to where there is dark.
Babylonian captivity.
Yeah.
Whenever Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, or
Uh-huh.
even Daniel.
Yeah.
Like
You read all these Old Testament stories. It's every time it's like dark place. There's one person, maybe a group of people who know God, and they bring light to the entire situation.
absolutely.
Right? This happened Elijah. This happened Moses. Like all through the Bible, you
Yeah.
can see this, and it's the same thing that's supposed to be going on today. Is we're bringing the light to the darkness,
Absolutely.
and I believe that's the best way, the most powerful way we can change the world.
Absolutely.
It's good.